So good afternoon, everyone, and I would like to welcome all the attendees of this session. And quickly, let me take up the agenda for the day with the topic choosing the right career in management. The agenda would be I'll be sharing the program list that will be available to you in the management program, whether it is UG and or PG programs. So our presenters will be throwing some more light on the program highlights and some other specifications. Then we'll be having the infrastructure highlights being shared by one of our presenters, and then we'll be taking up the queries. That would be the idea for today's webinar. And it's now time to introduce the speaker of the day, Dr. Krishan Gopal, who is currently working as an associate professor and HOD at Mittal School of Business, lovely professional university, Fagwara. Having 18 years of experience, his areas of interest are areas of interest in teaching and research includes business research methods, strategic management, and consumer behavior. Dr. Krishan Gopal has published more than 12 research papers in refereed journals, 6 book chapters, and editor of book on marketing management in competitive world. He has written 4 chapters of tourism and hospitality marketing available on EPG Pathshala, a project of UGC MHRD. Well, I welcome you, sir. He'll be talking about few of the programs like MBA Financial Markets. He'll be talking about MBA with Talent Edge, MBA with Tourism and Hospitality, simple basic MBA, MBA Honors, MBA International Business, MBA Hospital and Healthcare Management, MBA Business Analytics, MBA Supply Chain and Logistics. In UG programs, we have BBA, we have BBA Honors, we have Integrated BBA MBA, BBA Tie-Up and Specialized Program. We have Industry Collaborative programs as well. We have International Credit Transfers Program as well. We'll be talking about all these programs in a short while from now. And we have with us Ms. Rachna Bajaj, Assistant Officer, Division of Admissions, LPU. She'll be talking about the infrastructure and the fee scholarship and a little bit of eligibility part for various programs. And that's all from my side. And I'll now hand over the things to Dr. Krishan Gopal for his part of the presentation. I'm giving you the necessary right. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for such a nice introduction. I think my screen is visible to everyone.
Yeah, it's all visible.
Right. So, good afternoon, and I welcome all the attendees in this seminar on a management program that helps you to carve the new normal. So basically, I will be taking 15-20 minutes to give you an idea of what all MBA programs, management programs we are having, and what are the major highlighting programs of MBA program in LPU. So let's start with this. So I will be talking about, this is the agenda which I will be following up during my presentation. So I will be talking about, just hold on, I think about the school. Then there will be industry trends and expectations from student as per the new normal. Then I will be talking about what are the different MBA options available, MBA and new age specializations we are having. Value adds in MBA, I will be focusing on this, and at last I will be taking up your queries and questions and answers, right? So let's start with the first agenda, that is about school. So this is basic about Mittal School of Business. So we established in the year 2001. So we have more than 2 decades in providing quality education. Then we are having NIRF ranking. So we are ranked among top 50 B schools of the country in an NIRF ranking by Ministry of Education and Government of India. Third is we are also having accreditation by ACBSP USA, and school is among first 10 institutions accredited in India. Fourth, we are having schools more than 25 programs from diploma to PhD in management, commerce, and economics. And diversity students from all states of the country, and more than 350 students from 25 plus countries we are having. So these are some basic highlights of Mittal School of Business. So second agenda is industry trends and expectations from student after this, specifically after this pandemic. Now, these are some of the research which talks about what are the expectations from new age management graduates. Now, 154% the amount the global artificial intelligence software market is expected to grow year on year base. 95% of the firms cite the need to manage unstructured data as a concern for their business. And 52% of marketers cite driving growth through digital transformation as their top strategic focus. So these things, specifically after this pandemic, these things talks about the automation. These things talks about the digital platforms and other innovations that are changing the fundamental nature of work. And as management graduate, you should be learning about all the skills to cope up with this. Now, a new world demands new skills, and this is from the World Economic Forum that reskilling needs 50% of all employees will need reskilling by 2025, specifically after this pandemic, when there is a lot of change how companies are actually doing business. So when I talk about doing business, it's not all about manufacturing to customer services to taking up the queries. So all these things required reskilling of the skills. Now, these are the top 10 skills that World Economic Forum highlight. And if you will be talking about this, so one of the major skill which is actually pointed out by World Economic Forum is technology use and development. So you can see here technology use, monitoring and control, and technology design and programming, apart from other skills which when we talk about analytical thinking, active learning, complex problem solving, critical thinking and analysis, creativity, originality and initiative, leadership and social influence, stress tolerance and flexibility, reasoning, problem solving. So all these skills are important, and two the most critical things are technology use, monitoring and control, and technology design and programming that is required in this changed world. Now, what is expected from student post COVID-19? Technology savviness. So traditional MBAs was not traditional management programs was not much focused on technology, but because now the industry is actually having new ways of doing things, new ways of understanding the customer needs, new ways of communicating with the customers, and that too with the help of the technology. So technology savviness is one of the very critical expectations of industry from the management students. Data literacy, how you can fetch data, how you can analyze data, and all of you are aware that we are generating hell lot of data on today all the technological platforms. So you talk about Facebook, you talk about LinkedIn, you talk about other social networking sites. So we are generating a lot of data, and this data literacy actually helps companies to actually draw meaningful insights from that data and then can design the product and communicate with the customers accordingly. Critical thinking, objective analysis, and evaluation of issue. That is very, very important expectations also from the student. Resilience, recover quickly from the difficulties. Adaptability and flexibility, managing fast, frequent, and fiercely competitive changes. Creativity and innovation is also one of the major expectation of industry from students, and emotional intelligence, empathy, and community building. These are the expectations and by the industry from the management graduate in the current era. So do you have what it takes to be a leader in the digital age? So what is the way forward to this? How you can actually do this? The MBA program must help students develop both a mindset and skill set to navigate the challenges ahead. Now I will be talking about, after this, I will be talking about what are the MBA and new age specialization offered by lovely professional universities to skill the student the way industry expect and to imbibe all these skills which I was talking about. Now we have technology focused MBA. So we have technology based courses in our MBA program, whether it is spreadsheet modeling and analysis. So majority of the work nowadays in industry done on Excel, and that is not basic Excel, but Excel modeling and advanced analysis. So we have course on Excel, then we have course on business statistics and analysis for decision making. We have course on research methodology to understand the expectations of the customers. We have course on data analytics, because if when I was talking about the expectations of industry from students, so one of the main expectation is that you should have capability of data analysis. You should be able to generate to actually capture data and analyze and draw meaningful conclusion from the data. So we have course on data analytics using R. We have course on business intelligence and data visualization, which basically talks about how you can effectively depict your data, effectively visualize your data with the help of softwares available. Then we have course on emerging technologies, which talk about all the technologies which is going on in the industry, right from artificial intelligence to robotics to blockchain. So this course talks about all these emerging technologies which are very much applicable in industry. Breadth of future oriented specializations. So this we have specialization on business analytics that talks about basically data analysis part. We have course on digital marketing, so how you can actually communicate with your target customer digitally by using the different platforms. We have courses on fintech. We have course on healthcare, specialization on healthcare. We have specialization of artificial intelligence, specialization on e-commerce. We have specialization of on financial consulting, auditing, and taxation, which is majorly required by the main consultant groups. So these are the future-oriented specializations which LP is offering in its MBA program. When I will be talking about specialization, so in MBA program there will be total 12 courses. So if a student wants to go for a super specialization kind of a thing, so say for example, if a student says that I want to do specialization only in digital marketing, so it means that student will study all 12 courses of digital marketing, right? So that will be a super specialization, and then there will be a dual specialization wherein student can go for two areas. Suppose students say that, okay, I want to go for digital marketing plus I want to go for e-commerce. Then you can pick 6 courses of digital marketing and 6 courses of e-commerce. So that we call dual specialization. So we have concept of super specialization and concept of dual specialization in our MBA program. And in specialization, we have certain conventional specialization which still are demanded by the industry. So we have specialization on marketing, we have specialization on finance, we have specialization on human resource, operations, retail management, we have specialization on international business, we have specialization on information technology, we have specialization on strategy, on entrepreneurship, on banking and financial services. Then we have certain new age specialization, that is basically what is expectation of industries nowadays. So we have tie up with different industries to teach these courses to MBA students. So these all conventional specialization. So courses in conventional specialization is taught by the experienced LPU faculty, but these new age specializations we have tie up with some industries, and industry people come and teach student. So student gets more industry exposure in this new age specialization. So if I talk about business analytics, we have tie up with Wiley. If I talk about digital marketing, we have tie up with DMI. If we talk about artificial intelligence, machine learning analytics, we have tie up with 3AI. If I talk about financial consulting and fintech, we have tie up with KPMG. For financial market, we have tie up with NSC. For strategic HRM, we have tie up with SHRM. And for product management, again, we have tie up with the Wiley. So if a student pick any specialization from these given specializations, so industry people will come and teach student, on about the courses in these specializations. Then we have specialization on e-commerce, we have specialization on agribusiness, auditing and taxation, investment banking, financial markets, hospital and healthcare, energy and environmental management, oil and gas management. So in total, we have more than 20 specialization areas wherein student can choose specialization as per his or her interest, and the field in which you want to make your career, you can pick up the specialization according to that. So these are specialization options which LPU MBA offers to the students. Then apart from MBA, we have our flagship program, that is MBA Honors. So what are the additional features of MBA Honors? So all the features which are available in MBA, that is also available in MBA Honors. But apart from those, there are some more features that is available in MBA Honors program. So those features are course delivered by industry experts. Then we have specialization with industry recognized certification. So those are available in MBA also. So in MBA Honors, student get investment and seed grant also. So if a student wants to go for entrepreneurship project, so we have a full-fledged startup school here. Student can seek the advice of startup school, and student can get the seed grant to start his or her business if the student idea is approved by the startup school. So that is a highlighting feature of MBA Honors. So this is again entrepreneurial venture seed fund, and then in investment seed fund, student get money to invest in stock markets, right? So that you can build your portfolio and you can learn about the stock market also. Then international visit is there in MBA Honors. Innovation research seed grant. So if any student is interested for research, so student can get seed grant for research also. In MBA Honors program, student will have Harvard Business publishing simulations. So in regular program also we use regular MBA program, we use simulation, but in MBA Honors we use Harvard Business publishing simulations to teach concepts to the student. Lot of live projects. Industry mentors will be provided to the student. So these are highlighting feature of MBA Honors over and above the MBA program. These are some technology savvy. So we are talking about technology because nowadays industry want that students should be technology savvy. So these are again some of the highlighting courses of which helps the student to be a very technology savvy. So we have technology product management. So these are the courses that is available in this specialization, and we have artificial intelligence, machine learning, analytics. So we have these courses like robotics, business application. But I want to highlight one thing here. Some of the specialization may be offered to a particular background of the students. Say, for example, artificial intelligence, machine learning, analytics is available only to BTech CSE students, because the courses require say some knowledge of programming, and some other requirements are there. So this kind of specialization is available to the BTech CSE students. Then we have first of its kind corporate program, that is MBA with Talent Edge. So we have tie up with the Talent Edge company. So here in this program, placement within first 6 months of the program is ensured. Paid internships start at the end of the program for 9 months. And we are offering 5 specialization in this MBA with Talent Edge program. So we have investment banking, sales and marketing, applied human resource management, we have logistics and supply chain management, and we have data science and data analytics in this MBA Talent Edge. We have another industry tie-up program. So we have MBA Business Analytics in collaboration with Wiley Next. So these are other MBA programs. We have MBA Financial Markets in collaboration with National Stock Exchange. We have MBA Supply Chain and Logistics in collaboration with Safe Educate, that is a supply chain management company, and we have MBA with Talent Edge that I already talked about in collaboration with the Talent Edge program. So these are in these MBA programs we have industry tie-ups. So when I say industry tie-up, it means that course curriculum will be designed by the industry expert and will be delivered by the industry experts. We have other MBAs also, like we have MBA in hospital and healthcare management. We have MBA in tourism and hospitality, and we have MBA in international business. So if some students are interested in these specific fields, say one student is very much interested in export-import businesses, so then MBA international business is a right kind of choice for that student. Now, what are the value? Fourth agenda point is what is the value additions in MBA? So what we provide in MBA. So this is again one of the highlighting feature of MBA in LPU, that we use a lot of practical things to make students aware about what is happening in the industry and to sharpen their decision-making skills. So we use simulations. So simulations are nothing, but it is actually the replica of the real life situations. So we have tie up with some companies from where we purchase simulations, and then students run their companies based on that simulated environment. You take decisions, right? And then the results are there. So these simulations help you to sharpen your decision making skills. So, and we use almost 13 simulation game in our entire MBA program. So we have marketing simulation, we have finance simulation, we have strategy simulation. So all the major courses in MBA program is taught through simulation. Then we have current news analysis. So that is again, every student at the start of every lecture needs to prepare a 5-minute presentation and then actually present it in front of the class. This makes student actually aware about what is happening and how it is happening. So it is current news analysis. Then case studies are there in all the courses. We have certain situations where there are some dilemmas and student needs to take decisions, scenario plannings, role plays, experiential activities. So all these things we do in our regular classes to sharpen the decision making skills of the students. Majority of the students do live projects with the companies also. So these are some of the companies wherein students have done live project, and this is some data which you can see here. So class of 2020, 559 students done live projects in 35 companies, and class in 2021 batch, 584 students done live project in 45 company till date. So when I say live project, it is a problem which a company is facing. That problem may be related with the customers. So student needs to do some research or student needs to do some work on that particular problem, and student can suggest something to the company. So this live project is basically in the company. Student go to the companies, do the work allocated by the company, come back, present the work. So this again give exposure to the student how basically work is actually done in the industries. So students are exposed to a lot of guest interactions. So this is again one number, 150 plus interaction in last 1 year with industry leaders from companies like Nissan, Rolls-Royce, Infosys, Shell, Coca-Cola, and academicians from international university. So student got a lot of exposure in the form of interaction from the industry and academia. Tech focused events. So last year we have Global Business Intelligence Summit. So scripting the future of data driven making. So we have guests from the different industries, those who spoke to the students of MBA. These are some industry events that is sponsored by the industry. Plan to Save Earth Challenge with Sonalika. That is last year. Declutter your home using 5S with Nivea Sport, and Run for Peace mini marathon with SPA Foundation. So student gets a lot of exposure in industry events, industry interactions. Then students are exposed to blended learning also, so face-to-face to hybrid. So student can do online certifications from Neptel, Coursera, Udemy, etc. And student assignments can be replaced with the MOOCs. So MOOCs has two advantages. One, student can actually upgrade their skills by doing the different MOOCs, and another student will get academic advantage. There are some CAs, some tasks may be replaced with MOOC. So students have done some MOOC that can be compensated with some academic task. And in the last years, students of MBA done more than 1,000 certification on these MOOCs. Then there are entrepreneurial opportunities. So we have dedicated startup school and incubation center for nurturing entrepreneurship. Student can go for specialization in entrepreneurship, and opportunities on campus are already there. So I have already talked about it. We have a dedicated startup school. So student can pitch their idea, and if the idea is selected, student can start their idea. And already 50 plus ventures started by students on LPU campus. Then careers. So these are some of the prominent recruiters. So you can see this. So you can see MRF, Trident, Berger, Amazon, all the big names, those who recruit MBA students from. MBA is the best investment. Recovery phase. So we are now in the recovery phase. We were facing this pandemic since last 2 years. So we are on the recovery phase, and recovery phase always offer better opportunities. And research shows, Stanford research shows that higher education is a counter-cyclical industry. Counter-cyclical basically means when the demand for other industries goes down, higher education demand goes up. So it is a counter-cyclical industry. And traditional wisdom suggests that recession or economic downturn are the times when the MBA or higher studies programs are preferred, so that in the recovery phase, graduates or management graduates gets more opportunities. So that's all from my side about MBA and MBA programs, about the specializations in MBA program, what activities do we do in MBA program. So I think that's all from my side. I am open to the questions. If anybody have any questions, please go ahead with this.
Thank you, Dr. Kishan Gopal ji, and that was really quick and insightful. And we'll definitely take up the questions, but it would be after the little presentation about the scholarship by Dr. Rachna Bajaj, and we'll move on to Ms. Rachna Bajaj for the presentation. I'm giving the necessary rights.
I hope, sir, my screen is visible in slideshow mode.
Yeah,
okay.
Please get it.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing fine and safe at your home. So I'll be just giving a quick review of the infrastructure and the fees and scholarship for our management program. So first up in the list for the rankings and a glimpse of our students, we have our 11 students who participated in Tokyo Olympics 2020. And these students brought laurels to India. We are familiar with these faces and names as well. Manpreet Singh, captain of Indian hockey team. We had Neeraj Chopra and many other students. So further, moving ahead, to few of the rankings, which Krishan sir has already shared. I'll just give you a quick glimpse of it. Mittal School of Business has been ranked 37th by NIRF, Ministry of Education, Government of India, amongst all government and private management institutions in India. Next, we have LPU is ranked second in India, and only 3 Indian universities made to the top 200 list globally in the impact rankings. Further moving towards the world university rankings, where LPU stood 36th amongst all government and private universities of India. So further moving ahead to the campus life and exposure offered. So as a student, make sure that you enjoy your campus life and gain as much as exposure you can. And if I talk about
for a while,
yeah, sorry sir.
It is not moving. It's just struck over the first slide.
Now is it visible, sir?
No. So can you put off the camera and then try?
Is it visible now?
Yeah.
I'll just go on the slideshow mode.
Yeah.
Is it visible in the slideshow mode and moving as well?
Fine.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry for the glitch. So yeah, I was talking about the campus exposure and campus life. So if I talk about LPU students have witnessed several mega events and even got opportunities to interact with several personalities all over the world. So I'll just give you a quick glimpse now. So first up in the list, we have the 106th Indian Science Congress with the focal theme of Future India Science and Technology, which was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi at LPU, held from 3rd Jan to 7th Jan 2019. Next, we have Nobel laureate Dalai Lama chairing the 5th convocation at LPU. Then we have a former President of India, late Shri Pranab Mukherjee, who graced the convocation twice at LPU. Next up, we have late Shri Arun Jaitley inaugurating the LPU Startup School. I would like to add something here, that the Startup School is one of the most important part of our Mittal School of Business, of our management programs, because students get to select different pathways during their degree. You can go for corporate sector, you can go for the private, the government sector, or you can also go for the entrepreneurial sector. So for this, we have LPU Startup School with a dedicated team to guide you for this. And a very familiar face, we have a life coach and motivational speaker, Gaur Gopal Das, who interacted with the students and guided them, like motivated about the life and shared some experiences. Next, we have the heartthrob of India, all over the world, I would rather say, Shah Rukh Khan, for the promotion of Chennai Express. We have Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Yeah. So moving ahead towards the infrastructure. So make sure that you go through the infrastructure of a university as well, because you will be spending your next 3, 4 or like years in these labs and the infrastructure. So an outside view of our Mittal School of Business, because as we have management students with us today. Yeah, this is a glimpse of our amphitheaters. LPU has 3 to 4 amphitheaters where several cultural events, nukkad nataks are conducted. And an inside view of our Shanti Devi Mittal Auditorium, being the largest in this region with a capacity of more than 2,400 audience. An outside view of our university mall. I would rather say the university mall has all the necessary facilities except the theater. So we have shopping areas, we have, if you want to purchase anything, any electrical gadgets, stationery, books or anything. This is an inside view of our central library. I would like to mention here that this library is divided into 9 stories, and yes, it even has more than 20 lakh plus books in online and offline mode. The bowling alley in University Mall, the gymnasium, and the university hospital, the facilities, we have dental facilities, we have facilities for your others, physiotherapy. Then this is an outside view of our indoor stadium, Shanti Devi Mittal Indoor Stadium, which has several activities, including an Olympic level swimming pool, around 10 to 12 courts for badminton, shooting area as well, and a beautiful picture clicked by one of our students, and a mesmerizing view, night view of our university. So I suppose I have covered with the I've shared the campus life and exposure, something about the exposure as well. I'll just move towards the fee structure. So the students, those who are going to apply for the management programs at LPU, be it UG or be it PG programs. So this is the pathway to know more about these programs and how you can apply for it. So you can note down our official website, which is lpu.in. So on the top, you can see this icon, admissions. So once you click on the this icon, you'll get to see these options after 12th programs, after graduation. So I'll just show you of the fee structure and eligibility criteria of a general MBA program. As Sir has already shared with you that our MBA program offers several specializations, industry collaborative programs, honors program in industry collaboration. So I'll just give you a quick glimpse of our general MBA program. I hope, Rishi sir, my screen is visible. No technical glitches there till now.
Yeah, it's all going fine.
Okay. Okay. So for MBA, it will be a 2 years program, which is divided into 8 terms with professional and industry certifications, business simulations, student competitions. Several student competitions are held, and international exposure offer options to the students. You can go through the detail of these options here on our website only. Moving ahead to the eligibility criteria, for general MBA, students should have minimum 55% in bachelor's degree. It could be any discipline. Besides this, subject to qualifying LPU NEST. If I talk about this test, the full form will be National Entrance and Scholarship Test. So this test is not only for eligibility criteria, but it also acts as a scholarship test. If not LPU NEST, like if you have appeared for any national level test, like if I talk about CAT, MAT, SAT, NMAT or CMAT, that will be also applicable. So either LPU NEST or any of these, plus an interview. Okay. So here we have the eligibility criteria. I've shared the basic eligibility criteria. Scrolling down, you can go through the term-wise syllabus as well. The specializations and general electives which are being offered in MBA program, we have oil, gas and management, e-commerce, finance, financial markets is there. Few of the program highlights, the placements. Yes, if I talk about MBA program, the highest salary package offered to our MBA student was 21 lakh, and with an average salary package of 5.5, and with the highest internship stipend per month of 65,000. The rankings we have already discussed with you. You can again go through it on our website. So coming to the fees and scholarship part, although the without scholarship fees goes 1,90,000 per semester, but we also have different scholarship categories on the basis of which students can avail scholarships. It can be on the basis of your 12th marks, okay, like minimum of 30%, in which your fees will be gradually decreased to 1,33,000, or on the basis of your graduation percentage. Again, moving ahead, the more the percentage, the more the scholarship you can avail. So it can be on the basis of 12th or on the basis of graduation. Then 40%, then the highest we have 50% if you have 95% or above in 12th, or 90% or above in your graduation. Let's say if you couldn't score well in your 12th or your graduation, you still have an option of LPU NEST. As I mentioned earlier, that this test is not only for eligibility, but it will also help you avail better scholarship. So this is the cutoff. The test is for 300 marks, and this is the tentative cutoff we have mentioned. So in whichever category you are scoring better marks, be it on the basis of 12th, be it on the basis of graduation, be it on the basis of LPU NEST exam, or be it on the basis of the national level test, which I have mentioned earlier, CAT, MAT, SAT. So in any one of the category, you will be getting a maximum benefit. That one scholarship will be applicable to you for next 2 years, right? Besides this, you can also go through our scholarships in more details once you scroll down. percentage in qualifying exam or previous to eligibility qualification on the basis of LPU Nest, on the basis of CAT, MAT, SAT, and we also have some benefits on the as a financial aid. So you can go through these as well for retired defense or CAPF, paramilitary personnel, and their dependents as well. So you can also share this information for students, those who have certain disability and further want to continue their higher education. We do have scholarship for these disabled students as well. So I'll just wind it up with the last thing, most important part. Here comes the important dates. So we are done with our January schedule, and now our March schedule is open, and the last date for submission of LPU Nest application is 5th March 2022. Okay, once you book your slots, you will be allotted with dates. The exam dates will be 1st March to 10th March once you have done your registration, and the result will be displayed on 14th March 2022. So once your LP Nest result has been declared, you will be proceeding further for your interview slot booking if you qualify your LPU Nest exam. The dates for interview will be 18th March to 22nd March, and the final result of your interview will be declared on 24th March, and the last date for admission will be 31st March 2022. So students, it would be great if you can just hurry up and proceed for the registration. Here you can see the option of apply now if you haven't registered yet, or if you want to get in touch with us. Here you can see on the right side, we have these icons. The second option is live video counseling. So just click on this option and you will be directly routed towards our video counselors, those who are available to guide you regarding the fees, scholarships, and everything. And besides this, you can also connect us through our helpline numbers, which are available at the end of the website. Rishi sir, if I have missed anything, please let me know. Else, I have tried to cover everything.
Thank you, Ms. Rachana. That was a well elaborated one. Thank you. And quickly we move on to the queries which are coming from the attendees. I can see Roshan Mehta, Roshan Patru over there. Aditya Mehta is there. Akshay, Anshuman, Anwar, they are all active. Divya, Himanshu, Gandhi, I can see Prateek, Rajat. They all have actively participated. I can see a few of the questions coming from Anshuman. Anshuman, would you like to talk to, I'm giving you an option to talk to the experts and put in your question. Anshuman, please open up your mic. I have given you the necessary rights. Please talk to us. Are you there, Anshuman Sharma? Yeah.
Hi, sir. Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, you can put in your question directly to the experts.
Yeah, I just asked that sir elaborated on the topic of supply industrialization in MBA. We have supply chain management, and we have data analytics, and we have international business, and so on. But I just wanted to inquire that in the coming years, I can see mainly I'm asking about the coming 5 to 10 years. Will data analytics or supply chain and logistics will be useful? What among these two would be a better option to choose for a specialization in MBA? That's my question.
See, Anshuman, both the areas have its own potential, right? So which area you want to choose, it actually depends upon your interest in. So if you talk about data analytics, because Rishi sir, I am audible now?
Perfect, audible.
Right. So if you talk about data analytics, it is actually a field which is coming up in a very big way, right? So because companies are actually identifying the needs, how companies are actually contacting their customers, it is all through data analytics. So whatever data we are generating on different platforms, companies are analyzing the data and then they are communicating with. So it's earlier traditional marketing was there, but now more marketing and more need identification is based on data analytics. So this field is growing very fast and it will continue to grow. Right, there is no doubt about that. And second, you are talking about supply chain is actually the backbone of any industry. So you cannot overlook or you cannot actually forget that see, you are producing product, but ultimately you need to deliver the product to the customers. So all those delivery of product is through the supply chain. And
Right.
one thing you must note down that nowadays supply chain or even the technology is backed by the technology. So if it basically depends upon what your interest area is, both the areas have a very good potential to grow in future.
Right. Thank you, sir. That answers my question. Thank you so much.
So now I move on to Krishna Manik. Krishna, I have given you the necessary rights. Please take up your question with the experts. You had a query about BBA, MBA integrated. Krishna, please unmute yourself and can you hear me? Krishna Manik. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
सर एक्चुअली मैं कृष्णा मानिक की मॉम बोल रही हूँ
जी बताइए.
एंड उसको अभी अंडर आफ्टर 12th उसको अंडर के लिए आना है आपके वहाँ पे. आपका एक प्रोग्राम है BBA MBA इंटीग्रेटेड इन 4 years. तो आई वांट टू कि उस MBA जो BBA MBA इंटीग्रेटेड में आप MBA करवा रहे हैं और एक कोई बच्चा डायरेक्टली कोई ग्रेजुएशन करने के बाद आपका MBA प्रोग्राम चूज करता है आफ्टर गिविंग दैट एंड बाकी एंट्रेंस टेस्ट, क्या दोनों सेम ही है कोर्स कि वो अलग अलग है उसका सर कोर्स?
May I know your name, please?
मैं हरप्रीत बोल रही हूँ सर.
Harpreet. Over to Dr. Krishna.
See, ma'am, if you talk about BBA MBA integrated program, and if you talk about doing MBA after doing graduation, these two are different programs. Now, if I talk about BBA MBA integrated program, so we actually designed the scheme in such a way that there is no overlapping of courses. Because if you will do these two courses separately, it will take 5 years. But BBA MBA integrated course will take 4 years, right? And majorly, if you will see in management programs, there are some overlapping of subjects. So, say for example, marketing. So, marketing management is studied by the student at graduate level, and say the course is studied at the postgraduate level, MBA also. So, we have designed scheme in such a way that those courses are not overlapping. So, if a student has studied marketing in graduation, then there is no need of studying marketing in post graduation. So that scheme is different from the regular MBA scheme. So there are different courses which is designed for this program to cover up this program within the stipulated time period, and those overlapped courses are basically removed. I hope I'm able to answer.
Yes, मतलब in the end दोनों की वैल्यू सेम रहेगा ना कि MBA
exactly same, right.
और
there is no difference in value.
Okay sir, ठीक है. Thank you sir, thank you very much.
I would like to add on, ये integrated courses उन लोगों के लिए हैं जिन्होंने पहले से डिसाइड कर रखा है कि मुझे पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन किस में करनी है. देखिए, वेरिएबल BBA के बाद अगर आप श्योर हैं कि MBA करनी है तो ये इंटीग्रेटेड प्रोग्राम इज बेस्ट फॉर योर चाइल्ड.
Okay.
अगर आप डाउटफुल हैं कि BBA के बाद मेरे को कहीं और शिफ्ट करना है, तब ये प्रोग्राम शायद उतना आपको बेनिफिशियल नहीं रहेगा, बिकॉज द पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन इज इंटीग्रेटेड, सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ सिंगल, राइट?
ओके सर, ओके सर.
वेरी क्लियर दैट PG किसमें करना है, देन दीज प्रोग्राम्स आर गुड इनफ. यू सेव वन, you save market for yeah please get.
एक्चुअली सर उसको मास्टर्स के लिए तो US या कनाडा या UK तीनों में से कहीं एक जगह जाना है, बट उसके लिए भी वहां पे जो ग्रेजुएशन अंडरग्रेड जो मांगते हैं वो 4 ईयर का मांगते हैं. तो BBA ऑलरेडी अपने 1 साल का है, तो 1 साल का उसका कोई ना कोई कोर्स तो ऐड ऑन करना ही पड़ेगा. तो आई एम थिंकिंग कि अगर हम लोग BBA MBA इंटीग्रेटेड ले लेते हैं तो यहाँ पे भी पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन हो जाएगा उसका, एंड एज वेल एज जब मास्टर्स करने के लिए वो फॉरेन कंट्रीज में अब्रॉड जाएंगी तो 4 ईयर का जो उसका बेसिक नेसेसरी है कि अंडरग्रेड 4 ईयर का होना चाहिए, तो वो भी उसका फुलफिल हो जाएगा. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम आस्किंग दिस कि दोनों की वैल्यू सेम है. उस पर सॉरी,
वेरी वेल थॉट ऑफ, इट्स अ गुड आइडिया.
सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम आस्किंग अबाउट दिस कि इंटीग्रेटेड हो जाए तो दोनों जगह मास्टर्स हो जाए. So that's why I'm so okay. Thank you. Looking forward. Exactly. मेरी बड़ी डॉटर आपके वहाँ से करके गई है BTech and she's doing very good in New York now. And thank you.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So taking the series on, I would again request all the attendees to please raise your hand so that we can connect you to the experts for further queries. So if you raise the hand through the interface, I can see it over here, and I'll be connecting you for your queries. Please feel free to talk to us. Aditya Mehta has raised the hand. Aditya, I have given you the necessary right. Please unmute yourself and talk to us.
Yes, sir. My name is Aditya. So my question is, what is the advantage of doing MBA with 1 year of international credit transfer, that course?
Okay. So, Dr. Gopal, would you like to take up this?
What is the question? I'm not able to hear.
So he says, Aditya says, what is the benefit of credit transfer in MBA?
See, in MBA program, we have a credit transfer option. In the second year, you can move abroad and you can complete your degree there. So if you want to get international exposure, so our universities have tie up with some of the universities abroad. So you can go there and you can complete their degree there. But let me clarify one thing here. There are certain conditions. So if you want to go abroad, you need to maintain a minimum CGPA. Then you need to fulfill the requirement of the university to which you want to go for completing your program. So it gives you an international exposure, right? 1 year you can spend here and 1 year you can spend abroad.
I would also like to add, Rishi sir, that the student will start at LPU and will finish with an international degree as well in this program. So this is another plus point of this program, that by just spending 1 additional year in a foreign university in this program, he will be getting the degree of that particular international university plus work permit benefits as well further.
So why should I be left behind in adding on the things? So I'll just pick up one point more. When Aditya, when you are very keen to get a degree from somewhere from the foreign country, right? Now, living cost, if we talk about the living cost and the study cost, is probably 3.5 times as we spend in India. So in order to save that money, we start our degree in India, the stay cost is reduced, the tuition fee is much lesser in India. And finally, what you get, the degree what you wanted somewhere abroad, you sit in the placements of the university where you completed your degree, right? So all the things which have been given by Dr. Gopal and Ms. Rachna and even my point should be collaborated to decide that it's finally a good deal, right? Moving ahead, I would like to see one of the raised hands. Anybody who would like to have a question? Rajesh S. I see Rajesh S over there. Rajesh, I can't see your Rashmeet Kaur is there. Rashmeet Kaur, your audio is off. Sandeep Raj. Okay, Sandeep Raj, I am giving you the rights. Please open up your mic and talk to us.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
My question is regarding the MBA with Talent Edge. Is there any extra cost than the fees or for doing this specialization course, or it's free of cost from which is provided by the industry? So I want to know about it.
Yeah, over to Dr. Krishan Gopal.
See, MBA Talent Edge, we have tie up with with a company called Talent Edge that arrange the development of all the curriculum. Curriculum is delivered by the industry expert after the second term, and the placement is ensured by that company only. So there will be 9 months paid internship at the close of the program, and then you will be absorbed in that particular company. So the placement is 100% granted in that particular program. So if you talk about fees, there will be no scholarship in MBA Talent Edge program. Chopra ji, correct me if I'm wrong, because last time we was not offering any scholarship to MBA Talent Edge program, right? So that is, their fees is same as of MBA program, but there will be no scholarship in MBA Talent Edge program.
Perfect.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So anybody who would like to be in touch with us for any of the queries, you can raise your hand through the interface. We'll be taking up 1 or 2 queries. We cannot take more than that. So I'm waiting. Priya, Rahul, Rajat, Rashmeet. Yeah, again, Krishna, Manik. I can see again Madam Harpreet would be talking. Yeah, I have given you the rights, madam.
हेलो सर। सर मेरे को ये पूछना था, आपका एक कोर्स है बीएससी इन आईटी डेटा साइंस में। हेलो।
ओके ओके।
उसके साथ में भी इंटीग्रेटेड है एमबीए के, सिर्फ बीबीए के साथ ही इंटीग्रेटेड है एमबीए का कोर्स जो है?
मैडम ओनली विद बीबीए, ओनली विद बीबीए,
ओनली विद बीबीए, नॉट विद बीएससी?
हाँ जी हाँ जी। Only you can explore through our website as told by Ms. Rachna, and you can see all the details over there. And you can call us. You can be separately be a part of the LPU live chat as well. Every option is available. जब भी आपके मन में कोई क्वेरी आती है तो for the time being वो specialized के साथ नहीं option है।
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
So that was a wonderful. That was the wonderful interaction by all of the attendees as well as my panelists. And now I would like to thank all my panelists, Dr. Krishan Gopal, Ms. Rachna Bajaj, and the backend team, Mr. Rishabh Sharma, for taking up the things in a well organized way. And I hope this webinar would be putting you in a position from wherein you can be in a better position to take a decision regarding your admissions. And thank you so much. Take care. Signing off.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.